Candid, cleaning conversations. Everybody gather round, it's a celebration that we're still standing. Big up Katrina, she the inspiration. Came up from the bottom, she here with that motivation. Here to teach and inspire, help you aim higher, help you dream bigger, get what you desire. Real recognize, real iron sharp as iron. Let us grow your cleaning business. She ain't playing around, yeah, the queen mean business. Just stick around, get down with a podcast. Hold it down, here we go, foot on the gas. Candid, cleaning conversation.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Candid Cleaning Conversations,
where we're going to keep it real, raw, and uncut about the cleaning industry and everything that's involved.
That is right. Today, I got a few questions in, and we're going to be doing a Q&A. We're going to be answering some questions that we got in from our YouTube channel. A lot of times, I don't have a chance to answer everybody, so I say let's do a quick video and answer some of these questions and get some clarity on some things. So
right,
the first question, you want to take that one?
All right, so our first question is coming from TK. Shout out to TK.
Okay.
It says, how do you keep yourself safe? What I mean by this is, if there is a client that wants you to clean their house or apartment, how do you know if they are a safe person? What steps can you make to make sure that you are safe when cleaning?
That's a good question. Okay, so let's start off like this. Let's start off with your marketing and your promotion. What you set the tone for everything through your advertising, through your logo. So I remember, let me give you an example. I was strolling down Instagram one day and I seen a cleaning company with some girls in Atlanta, and they had some skimpy stuff on while they were cleaning the bathroom, and they was twerking and all sorts of stuff. And girl, I don't know what kind of cleaning company this was, but that was their niche. That's what they do. They dress sexy and they go to people's house and they clean. And if that is the image that you're putting out there,
you are what you attract, honey. You definitely have to watch. What are your ads looking like? Like when you put things out, what does it say? Your keywords. You have to make sure that your keywords are describing for your particular client. So you know how when you post for, if you're trying to get a Airbnb client, you're going to let them know what services you provide. Sound very professional. Don't be out here saying, hello, how are you? Yes, I want this and I wanted that.
Don't be talking all sexy and stuff.
I mean, come on.
No, but really keep it professional. If your logo got a little girl on there with a skimpy dress on and a broom and some high heels, it's setting off the
wrong message.
The wrong message to the wrong person, and that's when you're going to attract those creeps. Those people that say, oh, what else you gonna do when you get here to the house? That type of stuff. So just make sure that your marketing speaks to a person that actually wants house cleaning.
Right.
Okay, keep your marketing clean cut. Keep the sexy girls off of there with the heels and the brooms and stuff like that. Okay, that's number one.
Number two, I say number two, speak to your clients. And what I mean by that is, if you have people who contact you and they always want to communicate through text, or if they always want to communicate through email, set up a phone call so you can hear this person, see how they sound, so that way you're able to set the tone to see what they're sounding like. You need to sound as professional as possible when you're on the phone with them, letting them know, okay, how can I help you? Oh, what services are you looking for? Okay, do you have pets? Like, it sounds different versus, hey, how you doing? You looking for what? I can definitely do that.
Yeah, it's like you're giving off the wrong impression. And a lot of times you can read the client over the phone. I like to have conversations. Once the email comes in, I want to speak to the person, especially if it's a home that you're going to. I need to speak to you. Sometimes they have those scammers that say, hey, they won't speak to you at all. I'll mail you a key.
Right.
And you can do the cleaning. I'm going to mail you a check before you do the cleaning. All that stuff is red flag. That's not a legit lead. And you would think that the average person would know that, but there's people out there that fall for that stuff all the time. They're like, what? You're going to pay me up front? You're going to give me a check? And you're going to give me the key? And I've had mentees fall for some really crazy scams before. Okay, so you do have to use your own common sense, your good common sense that God gave you. Okay, you do need to use that. Okay, but that's one thing. Talk to them on the phone, you know, and get a feel for the client. A lot of times, it's only been like 1 or 2 times. I would say 2 times when I didn't feel comfortable enough to go out to the person's home, and it's only because of the stuff that they were saying on the other line, like, is it going to be you cleaning or the girl on the picture? Like, what the fuck does that matter? It doesn't matter who's going to be cleaning your home, but that's a red flag if the guy's asking something like that. Like, is it going to be you? Is it going to be, you know, the girl cleaning with the, you know, the girl on the, like, it didn't sound right, so I did not take the lead, okay?
Right.
So, good old common sense. Make sure you use that. What else we got here?
Another one would be share details before the walkthrough. So what that basically means is, to share the details is, you need to ask questions. Get the details on the situation before arrival. You need to know, like, okay, is there going to be anyone there at the house? You know, hey, are they going to leave a key somewhere? Like, you need to get those details so that way you can approach the situation a little bit better. You need to know all the facts before you show up, because, honey, people can lie, they can say a whole bunch of things, but you need to know the details so that way you will know if you want to take the client or not.
Yes. And definitely make sure that you guys are dressing professional. We talk about this all the time. Right. Do not go in there with nothing skimpy on, looking, you know, like hot mama.
Like you got to go to the Freaknik or
okay.
something. Oh,
don't go in there like that. I know it's hot outside now, but dress professional when you go there, okay?
Right.
And peep the scenery. There's been times when I was supposed to do a walkthrough. I'm telling you, I told my plenty of stories on walkthroughs that I just didn't even do. The neighborhood, man, one neighborhood, it just was not it, sis.
Right.
It was not it. And I was driving through the neighborhood scared, like, what the hell am I about to walk into? It was about a bunch of guys outside gambling and all. Man, no, we ain't about to play them games. So there's been times when I was, ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to do it. There was another time when I think it took me to like a trail. The GPS took me to a trail where I had to go inside some woods. And
out the woods now.
Yeah, it was a creepy situation, because I was like thinking to myself, I know it can't be a house down here nowhere. Is somebody live down here? I turned my car around, honey. I'm not about to drive through this little, because the GPS took me, and then when I called the lady, she was like, yeah, you know, you gotta drive down. I didn't feel comfortable driving through the little creek thing that she wanted me to drive down. It didn't look right.
I wouldn't have done it either.
I didn't feel right. There were a number of woods out there. I was out there with nothingness, and I backed my car up because it was only one way in, one way out type thing. I was like, man, I'm not about to drive down that. I'm sorry. You know, and maybe on the other side, it was a house with a little old lady in there that needed some help. Okay, maybe that was the situation, but
somebody else can help us.
I'm skeptical when it comes to doing walkthroughs on homes. I really am. And if my woman intuition tells me don't do it, I ain't gonna do it.
Listen,
I ain't gonna go.
Listen to it.
I ain't gonna go. I also told another situation about the office that I went to. I remember I told you about the office.
God.
And I actually recorded this situation where the guy kept saying, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there in 5 minutes or whatever. So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm waiting outside. He's saying, just go in and look at it. So I'm like, okay, is it open and stuff? So I opened up the door and I could see the office was clear. It did look like they was doing a move out clean, but far in the back was all dark, right? And I was like, I ain't about to walk back there. So I just looked in the front of it. And I said, man, where you at? I called him again. Excuse me, sir, I'm here. Hello. I'm saying hello. Ain't nobody saying hello. So I got back in my car. I didn't do nothing more. I just peeked in and went back to the car. I called the guy. The guy said, oh, I'm here now. Mind me, I didn't see no car drive up. He was like, how are you here? He said, walk in the back. Hell no.
No.
I'm not walking in the back. It's nothing but darkness back there. I could barely even see. So the whole situation didn't fit well with me, so I left.
He didn't even try to come up to the front and like meet you.
Meet me, greet me. What? So I left, and that was the end of that. When I left, I remember him calling me saying, I can understand that you may be afraid, but we're good people and that type of thing. But I was like, yeah, well, somebody else can get this leak. Because I didn't. And then at that point, I was by myself. Another thing that I would say is make sure that you always tell somebody where you're at.
Facts.
Okay, always. If you go into somebody's house, it don't matter. When tell people where you at.
Right.
Bring somebody with you. I'm grateful to have an assistant now with me, but at that point, I was by myself. Okay, I was by myself, but I do screenshot the address and I always send it to all my kids. They know where I'm at. If something was to happen, they know that's my last location. And my daughter, she also had my location on her phone because we both had iPhones at the time. So make sure somebody knows where you're at all times. And if you can, bring somebody with you. Bring your spouse with you. Tell them to sit in the car or something. Okay, because man, you can't really you never know. You can't trust people. You can't trust people nowadays. Okay, you never know. People could pretend like they're all friendly and stuff, and then get in there and crack your ass in the head. You don't know.
Then what?
Okay, then what? Okay, so that's what I would say about that situation right there.
Right. And last but not least, the last thing is to make sure you keep your distance. So when you're in a client's house or establishment, make sure you keep your distance. You do what you came to do. You do what you're coming to get paid to do. And you keep your distance. Don't be all up in their face with small talk. I mean, yeah, it's okay to stay professional and talk to them to make it seem personable. But don't engage in too much of the small talk. Keep it straight professional, straight to the point. Don't be doing all that, because ain't nobody got time for all that, because then they're going to be like, half of the time, I don't know if anyone notices, sometimes clients will be like, if you talk too much, they'll be looking at you like, well, what? But just keep your distance and do whatever you have to do.
Keep it professional, you guys. All right, so the next question that we got in is, hi, this is from Sierra Garrett. Hi, I've been watching your YouTube videos. One of my clients for deep cleaning moved out for 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, refused to pay me. Wow. I was rushed by new owners and did all I can in 10 hours. 10 hours? I wanted more stuff done that would take, they wanted more stuff done, and it would have took in 2.5 hours to do it. What can she do to get her money? All right. Oh, Lord Jesus.
First and foremost, I'm just trying to figure out, where is the service agreement?
Listen, you guys, I have been burnt before.
Definitely a service agreement.
I have been burnt before. Yes. People, it's cruel people out there that will use your services and they will bounce on you. They will not pay you. So, to protect yourself, you need to, one, have that service agreement and have them sign the service agreement.
Right.
When they're signing the service agreement, physically signing it, you can send it through DocuSign, or it's another one called Sign Request. I think that's the cheap one. That's like $8 a month. Send it through there. That way they can sign it easy on their phone. Okay? And whenever they're signing an agreement, it's like they're committing to an agreement that you guys made. When a person is physically signed. You know how it feels when you have to sign a contract. Right. It's like, I better do what I'm supposed to do because I'm signing my life away or whatever. It gives that impression whenever you do that, and it makes you look more professional. Okay, when you don't have a service agreement, people will take advantage of you.
It's like they can smell like fresh meat. You know how
fresh meat, baby.
Go to school.
Come on,
they know freshmen are fresh meat. They know how to pick on you.
It's time to tighten up. Okay, so that's number one. Make sure you have that service agreement. Number two, I would say
you could charge like a deposit. You know what I'm saying?
Either
like
get your money up front or charge half up front for the deposit. That's what we do. We're either going to, depending on the account, we'll charge up front for it. If it's a move out clean and it might cost like $1,000 to do, then I'm gonna try to get as most 60% of that up front at least. Because if something was to happen and they tried to bounce, at least I have the money to pay my workers, the people that did the work, because I ain't doing the work. I have to pay the workers that 60%. Okay? Now, if you don't do it like that, you in trouble. Because you sent some workers out there to do it and they want their money. That's when you really gonna get pissed off. Because now you gotta pay somebody that did the work and the person that your client never paid you the money. Okay, but the person that actually did the work don't really care about the agreement and all that stuff. They did the work. Now they're gonna be hounding you for the money. Okay, now in this situation, I'm assuming you did the work because you said 10 hours.
That's a long time. That's a long time.
Lord have mercy. That's a long time to be to be cleaning.
Right.
So I really understand your pain on this. In a situation like that, you should have got some money up front.
I mean,
at least half of that.
Yes, definitely with that service agreements, because the service agreement sets the expectations up in the front, so people know not to play with you. You know what I mean? Right. To let them know, okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. This is how long it's gonna take, and this is when it's gonna be completed by. That's not fair for somebody to try to rush you, because when it's rushed, it's gonna look sloppy, and that gives them an opportunity to be like, well, I don't want to pay because it don't look right. But they don't understand. And that's another thing with people. Why do they be thinking that cleaning takes about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes? Like, for you to actually perfect some stuff, like for you to actually clean, it takes time.
It takes some time, y'all. It's gonna take time. But I interviewed a young lady a while back, and this happened to her, and she said that she wrote a letter saying that she was going to put a lien on the property.
Yep.
Okay. And when she wrote that letter telling them that if you don't pay me, I will go down there and I will put a lien on this property until I receive my payments.
Right.
She said she then received the payments. Okay, because nobody don't want nobody to put no lien on no property. But that is another option. Send a letter out. Scare her up. Try to get that money out of them, okay? Make sure that you have your documents together. Make sure you got pictures, you got videos, proof. Because you should be doing that anyway. Especially in the beginning stage. Always keep a camera phone with you and do your before and your after videos and stuff like that, okay? People take you a little bit more serious when they see your work, okay? But those are all my tips for you. Service agreement, make sure you have that. Make sure you either charge up front or you charge get half of that money at least, okay? And if they still don't want to do it to you, keep your line of your communication need to be good too.
Right.
Because I coach people all the time and they just don't know how to relay a message professionally. You have to know how to professionally talk to people. Okay, and if you got to call every day, okay? Because I'll have my assistant call. I'm sticking everybody on you. I'm sticking my VAs on you. Everybody, they gonna bug the hell out of you. If you got to pull up, but professional, okay? We don't want you to go to jail behind this, all right? So, all right, so next,
don't want that.
Let me see. We got, who is next? That was TK, that was Sierra. Okay, next we got Mike. Read the next one.
Okay, so it says, shout out to Mike. It says, I'm losing my mind over here. Every video I watch, everybody says how busy they are in the beginning. I can't get a single lead. I'm doing Google marketing, social media marketing, cold calls, mailers. I know the business, but I just don't know how to find and get the work. Unbelievably frustrating.
I know the feeling. It seems like everybody's just winning accounts, right? Everybody's doing their thing. I got an account. And you don't know how to, he said you don't know how to find the accounts.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out how to get the work. You know, he don't know how to do that.
Right. I always have to ask people this question. If you know me, you know what I'm going to say. What the hell have you been doing? What are you already doing?
He said he's already doing Google marketing, social media marketing, cold calls. But my question would be, where are you doing this at? What type of social media are you doing this at? And what's your target? What is your audience? Because if you preaching to a dead audience, you ain't gonna get nothing anyway. So
how often are you doing this? Right. How much of it are you doing? So I always ask people, what are you doing? And how much of it are you doing? Because although you may be doing Google marketing, social media marketing, cold calls, mailers, that's cool. But how much of it are you doing? You know, are you doing it consistently, or did you go hard 1 or 2 days and that was it?
Yeah.
Like really truly monitor how much you're doing a day. You know, because you can't sit and tell me that you cold call 100 people a day and you ain't got one lead. Okay, because I could buy a lead from Clean Business Network right now.
I have one tomorrow.
Because the way they got that thing set up, them leads coming quick.
Right.
Okay, so it's possible. It's possible. You can. Matter of fact, that's another thing you can do. Go on Clean Biz Network and buy a lead. Just buy a lead. You don't even have to do the cold calling because the company does the cold calling for you. So buy a lead. They'll set the appointment and send an appointment to you. It don't get no better than that. Okay, all you need is $150, and people be scared to spend $150. I don't understand it.
Right. That's why people are saying that they are busy in the beginning, because they don't have time to sit here. When you want something, you're going to work hard at it. You don't care what you got to do. You're going to get it done. So if you got, I see here that you have Google marketing, which is cool. I love that. But also when you go do, I don't know if you have any actual like small clients right now, or you know, you're just trying to find more work. I really don't know that. But if you do have anything that you do now, just say for an example, if you're cleaning up around your house, okay, take pictures of your before and after. Take if you got social media, get you a Instagram, get you a TikTok, do the how-tos around the house of you showing people this is what you do. People may not know how to trust you. They may not know what you do. All they're saying is, okay, you advertising your services, but how can I trust you? What can we gain upon us choosing you? You have to separate yourself from everybody. I tell you what you can do. Ms. Johnson always talk about this. She'll tell you to look at your competition in your area. Okay, see what they're doing. Look it up. Look and see who got the most reviews. Whoever got the most reviews, you need to check them out and see what they got going on. And you need to try to like mirror it to what you have going on. See what they're not doing, and you do that, because it's very possible to get you some leads. You just got to think to yourself, like, how bad do you really want it? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like Ms. Johnson said, you can't just do it for 2 days and feel like, oh, well, I'm about to get it. No, you not. Because in that case, nobody will call you. You won't get nothing.
You either have to have a lot of money or a lot of time. I say it all the time. You either need a lot of money, because if you got a lot of money, then hell, you could pay somebody to handle your marketing campaigns and your cold calling and your ads and everything. You could just pay for it if you got the money. It'll save you your time. But in the beginning, we don't have thousands of dollars to invest in it. So that means that you must have a little bit of time. You must make time. If you work, you must make the time.
Right.
Okay. So I'm the type of person that when I was working those jobs, my very last job, before I just totally did the whole transition to being a business owner, I was a caregiver. And on that job, I was studying. I was so in tune to the cleaning industry, and I still am to this day. So there's and then not just studying my craft and taking notes, and after I got off of work, I'm putting in that work. I'm literally cold calling and going door to door. Yes. That's how I started off doing it. All that techie stuff y'all talking about, girl, please. I didn't know nothing about making no flyers or none of that stuff.
Okay.
I was literally cold calling door to door. That's how I started off. And then I did all the free stuff. Start posting stuff on Instagram, on Facebook, you know, the stuff we always talk about, the free stuff, nextdoor.com. Do all that. Do all the free stuff first. And you have to do a lot of it and not get discouraged. See, I think a lot of y'all, you might start off hitting it real hard, and then you back off because you ain't getting no sales.
Right.
So now you're getting discouraged.
Right.
Like, man, ain't nobody checking for me. But how many times are you walking into those apartment complexes and giving them your flyers?
Right.
Okay. I mean, it worked for me. I don't know about nobody else's city, but when I did it and I went out there, I had my prices on the back of my flyers and I talked to people. They all are gonna have a cleaner, y'all. Everybody already got a cleaner. I'm tired of people saying, but they already got a cleaner.
So what?
So what? Me and Miss Tamika just did cold calls. We just lost 2 accounts. 2 of our biggest accounts. On Friday, we just did some cold calls. How many did we close on there? When we just did all those cold calls?
I want to say 3. Close on 3.
And how many would you say? Because she will call people and then I'll call people. We got this little routine that we do. We still cold call to this day.
I mean, we actually got 4, but the only reason why I'm saying 3 is because one of them, they won't talking right about no prices, and we don't got time about
his
that.
prices was way too low.
Yeah.
But if we would have accepted it, it would have been 4. And we did all this in one day. We was just cold calling
in a couple of hours.
In a couple hours, we was hitting it. Boom, boom, boom. I called property management companies. I know how to get the accounts in. Okay, not only that, but I'm getting leads from Clean Biz Network. You know, all this shit that I tell y'all about. That's what we do.
Okay.
That's all we do. That's how we just do a lot of it, and I keep doing it until I'm on overload and I have way more work than I have workers.
Right.
Okay, and then I'm working on my systems to make sure everybody all right. And then we work on the campaign again, you know. But that's literally what we do. We got virtual assistants that put those ads out there for us and they answer to people. And, you know, we have our system set up. This is the stuff that we do, man. But we do it on a consistent basis. And consistency is the key.
Right.
To success.
All in all, Mike, I really appreciate your comment. But another thing you can do before we move on to the next comment is definitely start networking, Mike. Start getting out of here, join the Chamber of Commerce, do whatever you got to do to network, because that can lead you to a potential client too.
Right.
You never know who you might be networking with. Get out here and do some master marketing. Go to how many times you go to the gas station? You might go to the grocery store. Man, take your flyer in there and go. You know, pass them out. Now you got that physical. You got that physical.
You got to have a drive.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got to be in tune to this stuff.
Come on, man.
I care about my company.
You got to
I'm
live
gonna wear
and
my
breathe
shirt. I wear
stuff.
that damn Tenacity shirt almost every other day.
I ain't got it on today.
I ain't got it on today. I got Adidas on, but I wear that shirt faithfully. Y'all can watch it, the videos, because, and then when we went to North Carolina, people was like, what's Tenacity?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Conversation starter.
Conversation starters shirts. Okay, I sell them. If you look down below, you can see some. It says proud cleaning business owner.
Okay.
It's telling people what the hell I do.
Right.
You know, that's why I wear those shirts on the daily. I'm not out here I'm a walking billboard. Okay, that's what I do. So that's another tip. Be a walking billboard, but get in tune to it. Get out here. I better see you to this event.
Okay, Mike.
Okay, June 29th. On the June 29th, I better see you at the Clean Biz Network conference, Mike. Okay? Because you networking is another way you can get good revenue, because you can find contractors. You know, you can network with other cleaning companies and you can contract stuff out to them.
Oh, tell Mike about what's her name? Your mentee. She contacted. She reached out to Ricky Regalado and she got 11 accounts.
Trust.
Networking.
Was it 11? It was a lot of accounts. It was a lot of accounts Ricky gave that girl, man.
Yeah, just for
and all
one.
she had to do was reach out and network. All right, all she did was reach out to him. Okay, so y'all gotta get in tune. You gotta
Stop being scared.
You gotta talk. You gotta be passionate about your business. You gotta really want to grow this business. I really want it.
Okay.
That's why I'm on this right here, giving this juice to y'all. But okay, let's go ahead and crank it on up.
What we got?
Let's go on to another one. We got Miss Amber. All right, Miss Amber says, "Hey everyone, I'm working on my online marketing and I need some help. I am definitely putting too much thought and wasting time. At this present, I'm developing a website using Wix and Canva just to see which free option is better. Where did you develop your site fees associated with it? Did you purchase domains for the website or your email?" That's a good question. Which one do I go with? I go with Wix. I've been with Wix ever since I started.
Right.
Wix is easy. It's easy to learn, and when you create the website, you can actually buy the domain and the business email all on the same site. So there's other sites out there that do the same thing that Wix does, okay? And I'm pretty sure they're good too, but it's a good thing that you said you're trying out Wix and Canva. That's what I did. I tried things out. And I tried WordPress. I couldn't understand the damn thing. So I tried out different things and I did what worked best for me.
Right.
Because I'm a fan of easy. If it's easy and I can understand it, I'll do it. Okay, so it was one of the first things that I learned was Wix.com. And they got several videos out there on Wix if you don't understand it. But once you do understand it, Wix actually comes with a CRM program, and it will remarket to you can send emails out to anybody that hits your website. It's automatically collecting the emails for you. Okay, so let's say a year passed by. Everybody that ever sent you an email, Wix has that. It has like a CRM built in it, and it will send everybody an email for you. You have to set it up, of course, but it has that option. You can also do a lot of people talking about booking forms, having booking forms on your website and stuff like that. Wix do all of that. Okay, you can also order someone to do your SEO off of Wix. Okay, so that's why I like Wix. Like,
I don't
Wix,
think it's nothing you can't do.
Yeah,
on
Wix
but
pretty much do everything. So anything that you ask, it really does it for you. You just need to learn the program, and if you don't know the program, you don't have enough time to learn all this techie stuff, hire somebody to do it for you. Okay, in my case, I didn't have the money to hire nobody, so I had to take some time out and learn it myself.
No.
There's only one or two ways you can get out of this. Okay, you either got to put in that work and you learn it, do it yourself, or you got to pay somebody else to do it.
No.
That is it. All right, so that's my time, you guys. I hope I was able to shed some light. I hope we was able to give you guys some good advice on this.
Right.
We are running out of time here, but I do want to let you guys know that if you send some questions in to tenacityacademy@gmail.com, and just send your questions, and we'll grab those questions, and we'll do another show, and I'll answer all your questions on there. All right. To the best of my ability. All right, you guys. All right. Until the next podcast, we are out of here. Peace.